What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Today is April the 12th, 2020. Easter Sunday, commonly known in the Christian faith, Resurrection Sunday. I'm up mighty early, so you gotta get up and go to church early, but we just had an incident to happen here at the house. I was already up. I've been up about, 35, 40 minutes. Because we went to bed really early last night. But I heard a noise outside that woke the babies up, the puppies up, which woke Jennifer up. She let them out, and then they went outside, and they just really went crazy on whatever this noise was that was outside. It didn't sound natural. I'll put it that way. It was probably a neighbor's cat walking around in their backyard, but it was pretty loud enough for them to start going crazy. And of course, Jennifer gets up and lets them out. I'm just laying there witnessing all this craziness. So I was like, you know what? Let me get up. Let me do some juice this morning, because I hadn't done any juice in a while, and I got some pineapples over here that need to be juiced. So let me go and get up and talk to you, the people, because I know I'm not going to want to do a live during service. I know I'm not going to want to do that. I'm probably going to be sleepy and tired. So we have early morning service this morning at 6:30. Then we have regular 10 o'clock service today. And of course, all this is going to be via internet, because we still have the ban going on where you can't gather more than 10 people in any location right now. So, who knows how long this is going to go? Who knows? That's loud, I apologize, but I gotta knock out these dishes real quick. We didn't wash dishes yesterday, so just being lazy. And I cannot work in a dirty kitchen. That's something I can't do. We have this thing that every time, whenever we eat or whenever we go in the kitchen, we do a pre-wash of. It's pretty much washing them. It's just not official. I don't know why we're weird like that. But it's just something we do. Just some craziness. So anyway, what I probably should be doing is probably be doing a recording so I can post it. I think that's what I'll do. Nah. Then I need bandwidth. I need space and all that. So we'll just do it this way. I was actually up on Wish. I see why they call it Wish now, because every time I'm on Wish, I'm like, man, I wish I had that, and I wish I had that, and I wish I had that. All right, so when I'm doing juice, I make a huge mess. Huge mess. And I think since these pineapples are starting to go bad, yeah, I think I'm gonna do both of these this morning. I should have done these probably 4 or 5 days ago. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do both of these, because man, when I bought these things, they were beautiful, and now everything goes bad. Y'all know that, right? Everything. Oh yeah, I gotta do both of these. I gotta do both. Ugh. Almost made it a little bit too long to cut them up. But outside of it. It's okay though. What are you saying?
I said how nice of him to keep everything separated.
Who's keeping what separate?
Whoever killed this person and threw their body in the river.
Y'all was always killing somebody, y'all.
They separated the arms, the legs, the head, the torso, and the clothes.
If you ever worry about what Jennifer watches on TV, know this. Know this chick is gonna watch something about somebody's murder. Or some musical.
I like documentaries. Those are real life stories. I'm addicted to truth.
Justice in the American way.
That's right.
So anyway.
Learn how to buy. Right.
The girl loves murder shows. I mean, that's all she watches. Just sits around and just watches murder shows. She crazy. What's up, Clint Eastwood? Good morning. How you doing? I didn't think anybody else would be up this early. But I appreciate you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy to you. Happy Sunday. Happy April 12th. So I found out yesterday that I have this huge, got this huge job. She's let them outside again. Good gracious, want to go outside and bark. Here she go. And then she starts yelling at them as soon as they go outside and start making a bunch of noise. I don't understand it. You're doing good? Glad to hear that, sir. Glad to hear that. Yeah, so I think that I think I'm starting to get weary of the lockdown situation. And my weariness now comes from the dogs. In fact, to be honest with y'all. Because I am tired of hearing them bark. Oh my God. Ew. Look, excuse me. Excuse me. I've never seen a pineapple here. Alright, so that pineapple, it's not going to be good. It has rotten did. Went to pick it up and my hand went through it. It's nasty. Yuck. Maybe because it was closest to the corner. I don't know. Why y'all gonna make so much noise? Where's the cat for this?
Cat for what? Sitting on the next.
Can you cover it up, please? Can you put it on there?
Sure. I mean, you said you wanted to let it air out. I don't want to destroy your plans.
Thank you. So awesome.
You
So awesome. So yeah, y'all, the quarantine is now officially on my nerves. Okay? I'm pretty patient in life in general. How about the Berkey? Berkey still has not come. I did receive an email saying that it had shipped. And I also received parts for the Berkey. I ordered, new filters, replacement filters. I received those, and then I received the email that they were shipped probably like 4 days later. So no, it's still no Berkey. No Berkey. So I don't know. The Berkey saga continues. So every 2 or 3 days I go, I run out to Whole Foods and I get us some more water. That's my thing now, apparently. It's just the life I live. I'm sure you're loving yours. I hadn't asked you about it, but you've had it about a month now, so since having your Berkey, how has life been better, the same, worse since you've received yours? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, I bought these pineapples. Oh my gosh, they probably 2 weeks old now. Along with other fruits and citrus and stuff. And I should have put them in the refrigerator, and I didn't. I set them out because I was like, okay, I'm gonna juice here in the next couple of days, and I never juiced. They kept getting brown and more brown and more brown. This second pineapple, my hand went right through it when I went to pick it up. So I'll throw it out there in the compost bin. It's not a total waste. It is for juicing purposes, though. Why are you up so early, Clint? Is this normal for you? Or is this abnormal? So I'm going to do this juice, and we will get ready and get up out of here. And we'll probably sit at the church several hours. I haven't even used it yet. I only bought mine for emergency use. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I plan on using that sucker every day. And I got the, oh shoot, I guess I got the Royal or the Crown or whatever it's called. It's the one that filters like 2.5 gallons at a time or whatever. I don't even really know how it works. But yeah, because we that's all we drink around here is water. Yeah, I was like, oh, let me get the Berkey so I can make sure that, because in order for us to get, good drinking water, what we consider good drinking water, I have to go all the way to Whole Foods and get their filtered water, which is supposed to be like 9.5, 10.0 alkaline. Now, when I get the Berkey, I will test the alkalinity in the Berkey to see. But anything above 7 is going to be good, because anything above 7 is alkaline, so I'll be happy with that. I would be very satisfied. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but it's not on my mind like it was. Now I'm gonna forget that alarm. Then next Sunday it's gonna go off at 5:12, wake me up, and then I'm gonna be upset. Let me see. My sleeping pattern is all. Yeah, I understand, because since we've been on lockdown, I call it lockdown, quarantine, whatever, which doesn't seem like it because people are still just out living their lives, doing their thing. Yeah, I've noticed my sleep pattern's been kind of off too, and it's been some late nights and some early mornings, and yeah, it's just crazy. But it is what it is. I'm praying, hoping, and wishing for a return back to normalcy. As what we consider and call normalcy, So we'll see. We will see. And plus, honestly, I'm getting tired of talking about the same old. I want to go back to talking about the food shortage and just normal general prepping and making sure you have 3, 7, 10 days worth of food and 3, 4, 5 days worth of water. Now it's like, yeah, make sure you got a month. Which is great. And coming out of it, I keep saying coming out of this is going to be good because we're going to have a whole slew of people in our prepping community, that are more conscious of, things that are going on. However, it's amazing. It's just amazing. I used to get a month ago, I was getting up looking at the numbers and like, oh my God, look at the numbers. And now it's like, it's just an average everyday occurrence now. I think there for a time I was obsessed with the numbers. Now I'm like, God, I wish the numbers started going down. I was on Facebook a little while ago, and Jennifer and I have a mutual friend, but she knew him before we got married. And I just know him off Facebook, but he's here in our local area. Apparently, he had the COVID virus and was pretty messed up. He was telling some of the story of, you know, how he made it and how he survived. Let me see here. Buying gold and silver. I don't personally buy gold and silver. Y'all excuse me. That was 3 big sneezes. But to answer your question, I really personally don't buy gold and silver. I think it's a good idea to invest in it. My resources right now, I think gold and silver is one of those things that in my preps have just been put on the back burner. Because I think if and when something really major happens, I think that having food, having supplies, having things that's going to keep you going for a while, I think that's going to be more important. I think alcohol and liquor and cigarettes will be more important than gold and silver to barter with and to trade with if the monetary system went down. Excuse me. So me buying gold and silver, I have a few pieces just to add to the collection. But as far as buying it to stock, that's not my thing right there. You know, I don't knock anybody who does. I think anytime you're doing any kind of preps, it's going to be good. However, the gold and silver thing, yeah, I'd rather put my money into the things that are a little more practical. Now, I believe in stacking some cash. I think every household should have about $1,000 of cash, so that when things happen, or if things happen, you can have some cash to barter with, because I think that system will continue for a little while until everybody figures out, oh, this is worth nothing. But gold and silver, and then again, you know, if something happens, how do you know what's going to be the value of gold and silver? You know, that's, I don't know. I try to use a more practical approach, and I might be wrong. But as far as, you know, my preps, yeah, I don't stack it. You know, like I said, we got a few pieces, but nothing to be like, oh, here's $20 worth of gold, here's $80 worth of silver. You know, nothing like that. I believe that things like seeds. Yeah, same here. I don't have much. Yeah, I think things like seeds and things that are going to be more long term, I think they would take precedence over gold and silver stacking. But like I said, my opinion, I could be wrong. As you can tell, during this crisis, toilet paper has been like gold. So anybody who had like a year or two worth of toilet paper, they're like kings right now. I had somebody call me and ask me, like, "Hey, I know you got some. Can I get some toilet paper from you?" I'm like, honestly, I really don't have any to spare. I mean, and it's not like I go out and stack toilet paper like crazy. You know, I keep us a supply around here. You know, probably about like 6 months at a time. Right now, it's hard as heck to get it. So you'd be crazy to get rid of any kind of toilet paper that you weren't using. But you know, I think good old American ingenuity is going to come back even with everything. You know, masks and toilet paper and things that are hard to come by right now. I think they're going to produce so much of it that it's going to be like it was before. You can get it anywhere. It's just the initial push on things, you know, make people go crazy. Then again, that's my opinion. I could be wrong. It won't be the first time. And I'm sure it won't be the last. Up until recently, we weren't even cooking. I don't know, I started cutting into this grapefruit. Up until recently, we weren't even using this stove to cook on. I was using this thing as a huge, big old chopping board. Or cutting board. But good question. Thank you for asking me that. And then again, silver right now is so hard. You know, it was hard for me to find before. You know, you can get it from like pawn shops and everything. And I've seen videos where folks had, you know, gotten rolls of quarters, and they were able to find some of the, you know, silver coins in there. I hadn't been able to. If I was gonna do anything with silver and gold right now, it would probably be more of an investment for now, so I can turn a quick profit. You know, right? I try to run our preps in practical real time life. You know, things that I'm looking for long term. That's food and seeds. Things that can turn me a short term profit right now. I don't have any attachment to it, you know. I trade skills for money now, and that's another thing why I was telling you guys, you know, a couple months back, get your Go Mom. What you mean by Go Mom? I'm grabbing my juicer. Y'all just hold on a second. I think money right now would be better spent on, you know, getting you a solar bank. You know, figuring out, hell, if you had land, putting in a pond, you know, things like that. I think money could be better spent, other than stacking silver and gold in just many different areas. Like those are two right there. I mean, hell, buying some land. I'd rather see somebody buy some land than to stack gold and silver. If you lived in the city, I mean, if I had a choice between living in the city, stacking gold and silver, or moving out to a more rural area and buying land, I would choose the land 99 times out of 100. I'm trying to think of any time when I wouldn't choose that over gold and silver stacking. Unless you had parents that you were taking care of in the city and they had to stay there, or even if you had, I mean, I can't even see having a high paying job, because you can always commute if you had a high paying job. Yeah, I just really believe in land. Let me see here. Do you think people will start to lose their homes? Sorry, I didn't mean to text that. Okay. I think that if this continues, I believe the government is going to. I mean, it's just like Jennifer student loans. They put them in like forbearance automatically. So I think if this continues, I believe that they'll probably put a freeze on anything like repossessions, homes, cars. I mean, because they can't do that. How do you justify taking 7 million people's homes from them? How could you possibly justify that? You couldn't. Oh God, where's my freaking pop collector? Oh, it's up here. Jennifer moves my stuff sometimes. It just drives me insane. But I probably did that this time. Yeah, I don't think people are going to lose their homes. Now, coming out of this crunch, I think that people are going to have a hard time. Good morning, I'm awake and listening, half asleep. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too, Michaela. Thank you for being here. No, I don't think so. Clint Eastwood. I think that they're going to do something that's going to be unprecedented in the financials. I mean, you gotta understand, these people. This is how these people keep their power. Through finances. So I seriously doubt they're going to start. I mean, if you want to start a doggone revolution around here, yeah, you can start taking people's homes. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, if I had lost my job and Jennifer and I was, waiting on unemployment or something like that, would we be nervous? Oh, heck yeah. That would definitely make us nervous. But I mean, it's just too many companies. I mean, even with our credit card companies, they're like, hey, if you've been affected by COVID-19, call this number and blah blah blah. So I think they're putting people even house payments. I think they're starting to put people into deferment, and they're probably gonna do it like 90 days at a time. But no, I can't see them taking anybody's home right now. That's probably only. I mean, even before this, it took 6 months to a year for somebody even to start going into foreclosure. You know, even before this. So with this happening, hey, I can't see it. I could be wrong, you know. I hope I'm not. I hate to see people lose their homes. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, Clint. But good question. Yeah, some good questions this morning. I appreciate that. Because that kind of stuff makes the conversation keep going. I'm just smelling this fruit. It just, you know, it's an old pineapple. I normally don't use them. I normally don't let them get this old. I had just been lazy for the last like 2 weeks, and I hadn't juiced. And believe it or not, juicing is something I used to get up every morning. Last year this time, I would get up every morning and juice. About this time, between 4 and 4:30 and 5. This would be my juicing time. But like anything else, time changes. All right, what do you think about all the food lines across the United States? I think that if people had been listening to this channel prior to this crisis, I think they wouldn't be in food lines. But I think that's just the signs, you know, the signs of the time. That's just where we are. Now, are you talking about the food bank lines, or are you talking about people just standing in the grocery lines? Which one? Be a little more specific for me with that question. I'm gonna grab some more fruit. Y'all hold on. One more grapefruit and several more oranges, just to give us some more juice, because I want to make sure that I'm doing a high vitamin C juice this morning. You know, just to keep Jennifer and I and my immune system up, especially since we're going to be around people today. Boost, boost, boost. That's all you can do right now. Really boost your system. Juicing is not a science. I mean, it's like sometimes I will juice things and I get a bunch of juice. Other times it's juice things. It's like not as much as it was before. All right, what do you think? Okay, the food bank lines. I think that's another sign of the time. Because one, people are not prepared, and a lot of people are hurting. Also, you know, some people are just. Well, I really can't see any preppers being in line, because I haven't needed to go to a food line. Even if we had lost our jobs. Now, granted, you know, I've done some overkill over the last 6 weeks, but yeah, it's just the signs of the time, because people just don't have it right now. I was watching our local food bank, and the lady, I told the story yesterday and I think the day before, and the lady was like, "Yeah, if you have 2 peanut butter jars at your house, you know, bring one to the food bank." I'm like, fat change. That won't be happening from my household. Now, I love my fellow man, but I'm sorry, I gotta help me right now. Good morning, Makita. I don't have a juicer, but I have a blender that works well. Yeah, you can always blend stuff. And then you can always, you know, with your blender, you can always put some protein in it. You can put some maca in it. You can do chia seeds. I mean, so many other things that you can do with a blender. And when I got into this lifestyle, we didn't have a juicer or a good blender, so I went out and bought the Ninja Chef, which is amazing. You can do purees and soups and salsas, all kind of stuff with that blender. Then I went out and bought this Breville from Bed Bath & Beyond. And it's funny, I use the juicer more than I use the blender. But that's just our lifestyle, you know. But I ate some peaches I ate a can of peaches that was in some heavy service. I said, man, I should have made a smoothie out of this. It would have been really good. So, yeah, blending is always great. You know, you can always make smoothies. And having a blender, you're more versed with a blender. So if I had somebody who was trying to get into a more healthy lifestyle and they had a choice between a juicer or a good blender, I'll probably tell them to get a blender. Plus, juicing is really expensive. I mean, it takes so much. It takes so much to make juices as opposed to blending and making smoothies. So, especially if somebody's on a budget, I tell them to get themselves a good blender. It's more cost effective. You can do more things with a blender. So yeah, it's nothing wrong with having a blender. Heck yeah. I have yet to make my own salsa though. I've been saying I was gonna do that, but it's just so easy to go to the store and buy a jar. Takes a lot of fruit. It sure does take a lot of fruit to juice it. Now when you're blending it, because you're keeping all the pulp in the mix and you're keeping all the fiber, yeah, it doesn't take much at all. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys what has been left over from the fruit I'm juicing, just for 2 people to make about approximately 2 liters of juice. I'm gonna show you everything that's left over. If I had used the same thing and I was blending all this, I could probably feed 6 people, you know. But that's the difference between juicing and blending. Now there are some, each one has its benefits. Juicing, gives you it's not more like a concentration when you're juicing. And plus, this juice right here that I'm making, this is a juice that we love. Only thing I'm missing out of this one is the grapes. Normally I have some grapes I put in it, and we don't have any grapes. We went to the grocery store yesterday too. What did we go buy? I don't know. We spent $100 on just. Jim said, let's go get some cookies. I was like, dang, I almost bought some cookie dough the other day. I was just go in the kitchen and make some. Make something from scratch. My wife looked at me like I had 5 heads. She's like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. She's like, we're going to the store. I was like, yes, mama. Because y'all know that I'm married, happy wife, happy life. I will risk harm, danger, damage, whatever. So I don't have to hear Jennifer's mouth about anything derogatory. I will go out there, I will go risk COVID 19, 20, and 21 with no mask and no nothing. So that I wouldn't have to hear her fuss about anything. And that is the truth. And if she was standing right here, I would tell you the same thing. That's one thing to see, like, my wife and I, we have such a relationship that whatever I say about her to you guys, I say about her in her face. Mm-hmm. And y'all notice that. It's no backlash. There's no repercussions or whatever, because we're just honest with each other. But I sure would. I would risk it all. Let me see. Notice how MR emails has uptick in prices. Oh, I'm sure everything is going to go up, especially any kind of preparedness foods. I mean, because remember, anytime there's more demand on something and less supply, then the prices go up. Now everything will level off here in the next 6 months when the producers start making an overabundance. If they can make it, then prices will start ticking back down. But please, folks, don't be naive. Over the next 6 months to a year, you can expect everything to go up in price. Everything. Why? Because China, which is one of our largest producers in the world, has been quote unquote shut down for 90 days almost. So now we have more demand for everything, less supply. Which is going to drive the price up. That's just basic economics right there. Yep, that's basic egg, and I'm gonna run this on high real quick. Get all the rest of this residual juice out. That's pretty fast. Only took 35 minutes. That's good. So I'm gonna show you guys everything I have left over. Well, so I got this whole bag of stuff right here left over. That's orange peels, grapefruit peels, and pineapple left over. I also have all this pulp, and I always clean my juicer after each use. I can't stand my juicer being dirty. Now that's something I'm never lazy with right there. And I'll show you guys all this pulp that's left over. Hadn't planned on doing this, but I'm glad I got up. I'm glad I was motivated about getting up and doing it. I love juicing though, because I love the way it makes me feel. It gives me, give me a boost of energy. Now you get the same thing with smoothies. It just seems like you gotta put more, things in your smoothies to give you the same energy. I wish I had a better juicer though, because it leaves a lot of juice in the pulp. You got a good juicer when your pulp is dry. And see this pulp is relatively moist. Okay, I could probably squeeze this and get more juice out of it, but you get what you pay for. I didn't buy a centrifugal slow juicer, and because I didn't, you lose a little bit in your fruit. But for what we do, yeah, it's all right. Now if we juiced every day like we used to, and we was constantly going to be juicing, yeah, I would probably go get a centrifugal juicer. I mean, a slow juicer. This is a centrifugal juicer right here. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit, and let's see how. I always like to measure and see how much juice we made. So it looks like about 2 liters right now. Jennifer doesn't like the foam in her juice, so I usually pour off the foam for her, and she likes these little small mouth jars, whereas I don't mind using the big ones. All right, let me see here. Bearded Alvin Johnson. Junior, good morning. Hey, good morning. How you doing this morning? Welcome. Good to see you. So I'm gonna stir it up a little bit, just to make sure we got a good blend. So let me show you guys what we made. That's what we made. Okay. So I'm gonna pour Jennifer's first. She always gets the first. And if you use this kind of pitcher, it collects the foam at the top. So I'll fill it about 3/4. And then I'll fill mine. See how much we get. Hopefully we get 2 quarts. But we like gonna be a little short. Okay. And I'm sure she already has her water back there because she got her water in earlier. So we got right at 2 quarts, which is what I was looking for. Good morning, Michaela. I'm doing good, bud. Thank you. Thank you for being here. What brings you in so early? Where you at? Where you at, girl? What you doing in there? Getting dressed. Already got a shower? Good gracious. Look at my sexy wife, y'all. Look at her. Boop, boop, boop. Can't sleep? Yeah, I can understand that. What do you guys, that's interesting. What do you guys have planned for today? It being Easter and all. Or for Christians, Resurrection Day. What do you guys have planned? I know normally people would be trying to spend time with their families and friends and all that. So, I'll probably try to do a Zoom call. Man, that's good. Oh my. That's really good, y'all. That's really, really delicious. That is lovely delicious. All right, so I'm going to set y'all up like this so y'all can watch me clean. So it looks like I need to make a compost run. So in our household, ladies and gents, so when we go to Whole Foods gives you these biodegradable bags like this, and I'm sure y'all know this already. So what we do, all of our food stuff, and yeah, this definitely has to go out because it's wet at the bottom, which means it's probably over here screwing up my floor, which it is. Yeah, my honey, she's so wonderful. She does what I ask her to do, but then she don't tell me. Ah, jeez. Oh, goodness. Yeah, we got to come up with a better system. Now, I used to use trash cans, which seemed to work for a while, but then I took it outside to go and dump it, and it never came back in the house for some reason. Yep. So I'm gonna run out here to the backyard, or to the deck, and I'm gonna grab this trash can so I can put this stuff in here. And I'm gonna keep it in the house now because I see it's a problem if I don't. Y'all wanna see these avocado trees that I've been growing? Why is my stuff in here? This is crazy. Guess the wind blew it. All right. So these are my pride and joys right here. These avocado trees that now I'm thinking about getting rid of because I didn't realize it took avocados like 10 years to produce. All right, so here's some tree cuttings that I cut off my own apple tree and started growing. There's a some celery that's not gonna make it. Some tomatoes back there, and then Jennifer put in some garlic buds the other day. The garlic that was in the refrigerator, and we hadn't used it, and it started growing roots. So she was like, "Hey, take this out and put it in some dirt." I was like, "Hey, okay," and I forgot. So next thing I know, she was out here putting in some soil. So we'll see. We never try to grow those. So we'll see how it works. So what we're gonna do now is take this bag. This is going to compost. I compost stuff like this. I go through our trash and I pull out all the paper towels. And I pull out all the boxes. We have relatively clean trash, if that makes any sense to you guys. Because the lifestyle we lead, we don't eat any meat, so we don't really have any nasty in our trash. Okay, so I pull out all the paper towels. Only thing left in here is things like cans, and we got a bottle or two in there. All right, so then I have this stuff left over from the juicing this morning, so this will go in here. And of course, I don't compost any plastic, so when I get out there, I'll separate the plastic when I get outside. I've really been lazy because last time I juiced, I had saved this pineapple, and it went bad. Some more orange peels. I used to grow the pineapple tops all the time, and I ain't gonna do that. It's hard for me to keep the pineapples alive during the winter time because we have, pretty harsh winters here in Virginia. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wash this stuff real quick. And then once I get finished, you guys can go outside with me to the composting pile. And we can throw some stuff in the compost. Oh yeah, I got about, oh shoot, I gotta get out of here. That's probably gonna have to wait. As a matter of fact, I'm running out of time. I didn't realize it was 5:45. We gotta leave no later than 6. And I still gotta get ready, get dressed. So probably no shower for me this morning. I've been talking to y'all for so long. Not y'all's fault, it's my fault because I lost track of time. So I'm just going to rinse this stuff real good. I will clean my strainer though, because if you don't clean this thing, you might as well just not even do it because you'll never get all that pulp and crap out of there. So I'll clean this up real good. Only experience has taught me that. I left this thing, dirty one time, went to work, came back like 8 to 10 hours later. Oh my God, it took like an act of Congress to get that thing there going clean. Okay, so that's clean. Alright, so then I got my pulp. I'll put my pulp in there, but I'm going to leave it in the container. And I get my juice. Get the rest of this juice out. Bam. Definitely going to clean my pitcher. And then I'm going to go put my clothes on. We're going to get out of here, y'all. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so late. I didn't know. I didn't know. No. I didn't know. No. I know he is pretty hyped up. Wish I had that much energy so early in the morning. Oh, y'all funny. It's only because I went to bed like 9 o'clock. Because I knew we had to get up early this morning. But I'm gonna tell you guys, the better I eat, the better I feel, the more energy I have. And when I say eating bad, we're talking about eating, a lot of processed foods and things like that. So if you want to feel good, eat as much raw organic as you can. It's kind of hard now because it's hard to get stuff. But when all this passes and we go back to normal, eat better. Best advice I can give you. Eat better. Alright guys, this has been fun for me, and I hope you guys are doing well today. I know you guys are all in good nature, my friend. Oh yeah, I don't take anything offensive. You guys are family. Appreciate y'all for being here. Sorry for the turned camera. Oh, that's good. So delicious. So that'll be a meal for this morning. One thing about juicing, when you juice, about 3 hours later you're gonna be hungry. So I don't know what. It's worse than Chinese food. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. I will see y'all later, okay? Y'all be blessed, be good, and I'll see y'all. Sending y'all love. Take care.